Assalamu alaikum. So today we are going to talk about the solar system. So when we talk about the solar system, we know that basically in the solar system there are 8 planets and 4 of them are outer planets. So we have 4 outer planets over there and we have 4 inner planets over there. So when we talk about the outer planets, or first let's talk about the inner planets, we have Mercury over there, we have Venus, we have Earth, and we have Mars. And when we talk about the outer planets, we have Jupiter, we have Saturn, Uranus, and finally we have the Neptune. So these are our 4 outer planets and these are our 4 inner planets. Now we are going to talk about these planets one by one. So first planet, or the first inner planet that we have, that is the Mercury. So when we talk about the Mercury, it is the planet that is closest to the sun. So obviously the temperature will be very high, but it's also the smallest planet. It is the smallest planet in our solar system. And if we talk about Mercury, there is no moon over there. That is, there is no natural satellite that would revolve around it. It has no atmosphere. So if there is no atmosphere, so no heat can be held by it. So if it can't hold a heat, therefore it will not be the hottest planet in the solar system. So if we talk about the average temperature on the Mercury, it's 430 degrees Celsius. So this is the average temperature that we can find on the Mercury. If we talk about its axis of rotation, that is, if this is your Mercury, its axis of rotation will be slightly tilted, or we can just neglect that because the axis of rotation is at 0.1 degree. And if we talk about the Mercury in terms of rotation and revolution, it takes 58 days to complete a rotation, and it takes 58 days to complete a rotation, and for the revolution it takes around 88 days. The next planet that we're going to talk about is the Venus. So when we talk about the Venus, it's the planet that is closest to the Earth. So it can either be Mars or it can be Venus, but when we see the distance, the Venus is the planet that is basically closest to the Earth, and it appears as the brightest planet in the night sky. So if you look at the night sky, the brightest star or the brightest planet that will appear to you, that will be the Venus, and it is closest to the Earth. Also, if we talk about its rotation and revolution, it takes around 243 days to complete its rotation, and the revolution takes around 225 days. Also, if we talk about its axis of rotation, the axis of rotation is at 177 degrees. So if this is your Venus, the axis of rotation will be around 177 degrees. So this will be your axis of rotation, and that's why the Venus will appear to revolve or rotate clockwise. So this is the reason for Venus to appear rotating in the clockwise direction. Also, if we talk about its average temperature, that is around 470 degrees Celsius. So these are the main or basic points about the Venus. So we are done with Mercury and Venus. Now the next planet that comes in our inner planets, or the third planet, that is the planet Earth. So this is the planet on which we live on. So when we talk about the Earth, we know that this is the only planet on which the life is possible. So life is possible on Earth only. Fine. So there are basic things or some important things due to which the life is basically possible on the Earth. So first of them is the temperature. the temperature out here is moderate. It's not too low or it's not too high. So the living organisms or the human beings, they are able to survive this temperature. The next thing is atmosphere. So Earth has a blanket of gases present over it that we call as the atmosphere. And this atmosphere has a very important gas that's present in it, and that is ozone. This ozone layer protects us from the harmful radiations that come from the sun. For example, we have UV, we have IR rays. These are all harmful radiations, and these ozone layers, they basically do not allow these radiations to pass through them, and eventually they protect us from these harmful radiations. If we talk about the water, that's present in the liquid form on the earth, and the axis of rotation of the earth, that is 23 degrees. So this is the, so if this is our earth, the axis of rotation will be somewhat like this. And if we talk about the average temperature on the earth, that is 16°C. So this is not too low, neither it's too high. So the living organisms can survive this temperature. Also, the rotation takes, we know the rotation takes 1 day, and if we talk about the revolution, that takes around 365 days. Now, if we talk about the last planet in the inner planet system, that will be the Mars. So this is also close to the sun, but not as close as Venus is. So when we talk about the Mars, we know that it's also known as the red planet. Why it's known as the red planet? Because of the presence of iron oxide on its surface. So we have iron oxide on the surface of Mars. That's why it appears to be red in color. And the most important thing about Mars, that is, it possesses 2 moons. In case of first 2 planets, we had no moon. Then in case of Earth, we had 1 moon. Now in case of Mars, we have 2 moons basically over here. And if we talk about its rotation and the revolution, it takes around 1.03 days to complete a rotation. And if we talk about the revolution, it takes around 1.88 years. So this is almost twice the time Earth takes to complete a revolution. If we talk about the average temperature on the Mars, it will obviously be less than the temperature that's on the Earth, because it's much farther than the sun. So in case of Earth, it was 16 degrees, and in case of Mars, it's around minus 28 degrees Celsius. That's obviously less than the temperature that's on the Earth. So this is basically the average temperature on the Mars. And if we talk about the axis of rotation, it's somewhat same like the Earth, just 2 degrees on the upper side. So that's around 25 degrees. So this is your average temperature on the Mars, and this is the axis of rotation. So this is your axis of rotation, and the rotation in case of Mars, that will be anti-clockwise. It just, in case of Venus, it appears to be clockwise in nature. So this was it about the inner planets. Now if we move on to the outer planets, the first planet that we'll encounter is the Jupiter. So Jupiter will be our first outer planet. So if we talk about the Jupiter, it's obviously the largest planet in the solar system. It's the largest planet in the solar system, and if we compare its size to the Earth, it's almost 1300 times the size of Earth. So its diameters, or we can say its area, that is almost 1300 times the area that the Earth possesses. Also, if we talk about Jupiter, it has a huge red spot present in it. When we look at the picture of the Jupiter, we'll see a red spot. That's basically a storm that has been present on Jupiter for a very long time now. And the size of the storm is almost 2 times the size of Earth. So that's quite a large storm over there. If we talk about the average temperature on the Jupiter, that's around, obviously it will be less than the Mars, so that's around minus 108 degrees Celsius. This is the average temperature on the Jupiter, and its axis of rotation is at about 1 degree. So it will be just slightly tilted. So this was the axis of rotation, and this is the temperature. Also, if we talk about the time of rotation and revolution, it takes around 0.41 days to complete a rotation, and for the revolution it takes around 12 years. So this is it about the first outer planet, that's Jupiter. Now moving on to the second planet in the outer planets, we'll encounter the Saturn. So Saturn is the second planet in the outer planet system, and this is the second largest planet in the solar system. So first largest is the Jupiter, and the second largest will be the Saturn. Also, if you talk about the Saturn, it has those bright rings that you might see in the photographs. So that's basically a ring of dust that's present around the Saturn, and axis of rotation is 27 degrees. And if we talk about the average temperature on the Saturn, that will be minus 138 degree Celsius. It takes 0.45 days to complete a rotation, and for the revolution it takes around 29.5 years. So 0.45 is the time for the rotation, and 29.5 years will be the time for the revolution. So this was it about the planet Saturn. Now the second last planet in the outer planet system, that will be the Uranus. So this is the second last planet, and when we talk about Uranus, its atmosphere, or we can say the temperature over there is quite low because of presence of ice in its atmosphere. So when we talk about the Uranus, its atmosphere is basically made up of ice, and the rings that are present in the Uranus, they are also made up of ice. When we talk about these outer planets, all of them possess these rings, but some rings are visible and some are not too bright. And if we talk about Uranus, it has the axis of rotation at about 27 degrees, and it has almost 21 to 30 moons present. Also, if we talk about its average temperature, that is minus 195 degree Celsius. So obviously the temperature is too low, that's why its atmosphere might have frozen over there. Also, the rotation takes around 0.72 days, and the revolution takes around 29.5 years. So this was it about, the revolution takes around 84 years. So this was it about the planet Uranus. Now the last planet in the outer planet system will be the Neptune. When we talk about Neptune, it's the last planet obviously, and it has almost 8 to 15 moons. These are the moons that the Neptune possesses. Also, the rotation takes 0.67 days, and if we talk about the revolution, it takes around 164 years. The axis of rotation is at 28 degrees over here, and if we talk about the average temperature, that's around minus 201 degree Celsius. So this was it about the planets that are present in our solar system.